Wake up with us, it's time to rise and shine. Morning mayhem's on the air, we're feeling fine. We got a Marco, Tomlin, and Mama Manning too. Bringing you the latest, there's nothing we can't do. Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional, we're knocking down the door.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to May 31st. It is a Friday, and we've made it through the entire week. And it is our last official Friday of regular school, because next week will be a exam day, and it is also Ice Cream Social Day. So the schedule is a little different for today, although the weather is nice. It's about 50 degrees out. It's going to go up in the mid-70s, so you better eat that ice cream quick while you're out there. All blocks look like they're going to be roughly the same, and the advisory is going to be 35 minutes long at the end of the day. So let's say each block is going to be 70,
shortened by
70, 75 minutes.
77, 76.
Somewhere around there. That is going to throw your lunch waves off, so just pay attention to the bells. Although, no, we will be ringing them, not us particularly. That was the proverbial we. We'll be ringing the bells manually, so just look at the clock and know when to go. That is for today. We do have some more information on that Ice Cream Social coming up. Don't forget to go by the Media Center today. The pom-pom poll of the week is sneakers or whether you would wear slides or flip-flops. Now, I'm definitely slide flip-flop, but then we covered this. So it's the last day. We'll see how people vote on that one. I'm interested to know. I think it's going to be slides flip-flops, although watching in the hallway, I see a lot of sneakers going by. On Monday, we have our last clash of the classes. Don't forget, sophomores are in the lead with 9 points, and the juniors are in second with 7, and then the seniors with 6, and the freshmen with 3. We'll see who is going to be our contest winner. Summer reading's coming up. It's on the Google site. Don't forget to look for your summer reading adventure. If you don't know where to find that, you can look at the QR code that is on the screens around the school, or you can go on the Schoology class group and look under resources. There's a link there for you. And the book talk is open and it's going to be signing up by June 3rd. And again, it's one of the options that if you're going to be doing the summer reading, I would highly suggest finding a book talk that you're going to go and read. Maybe one of your favorite teachers or staff members will be reading that book as well. And then they'll be hosting the book talk back in September. If you got something to say about one of your favorite seniors, why don't you go leave them a message on the board outside the guidance office? It'd be nice to have them read a little something about them and their tenure here at Woodland Regional. Tonight is the Best Buddies prom, and they pointed out, I talked to Melissa yesterday, they have the biggest attendance they've ever had. Woo-hoo! Yeah, it doubled from last year. So they have a lot going on, a lot of dancing and excitement going on over at the Prospect Volunteer Fire Department tonight, 6 to 8 p.m. And the middle school has their end of the year dance for the 8th graders. That's tonight. Woodland Media Center is still looking for their books. The seniors only have 7 missing, and the sophomores are in last place for 43. You got to get those books in today. Today is the day. Now, I don't know what happens to you afterwards, and I don't want to find out if you don't get those books turned in. Don't forget to charge your Chromebook and listen to us every morning at 7 a.m. or thereabouts on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And when you can't find us anywhere else, go and find the rest of the shows on Spotify. Today in the events of history, today was the first day that the clock tower, known as Big Ben, on the top of the 320-foot Elizabethan tower, rings out over the House of Parliament for the first time, May 31st, 1859. I don't know.
I've seen it.
Have you seen it up close?
Yes. Yes. I stared at it for a long time, and people would walk by and say, "Ma'am, are you okay?" And I'm like, "It's Big Ben."
It's Big Ben. At first, I thought it was going to be Ben. You know, I'm saying I have a joke there, but I'm not going to put it.
Roethlisberger?
Yeah, I was going to go. Well, you know what?
wait, hold on a second.
I was going to go with it, but it wasn't worth it.
No.
So wait, did you stare at Big Ben or the clock tower?
The clock tower.
Okay.
Are we back on the Roethlisberger thing?
Well, no. People confused because the clock tower is not Big Ben. Big Ben's the name of the bell, the largest bell within the tower.
At the top of the tower.
Yeah.
And I think I said the Elizabethan tower. It's Elizabeth Tower. Anyway, in 1819, poet Walt Whitman, the author of Luther Grass, was born. Other
Ooh.
famous birthdays for today: Clint Eastwood, Joe Namath, Colin Farrell, Brooke Shields. It's a
Ooh,
good
what
collection.
collection, yeah.
Yeah. May 31st, good day. And today is the Web Designers Day. So any web designer that you know, it's celebrated on May 31st. It's a nod to creative minds who design websites that we browse daily, flipping through your phones on there. And again, this is one of those days where the origins of the day are not clearly documented. I couldn't find a corresponding website. You figure
The
if it is
irony.
going to be Web Designer Day, there would be a website dedicated to Web Design Day. No, there isn't. And it's also the history of the National Macaroon Day, not Macaron Day, and not to be confused with the French president.
Macron.
Macron.
Emmanuel Macron.
And this is where an Italian monastery was the one that gave us this recipe to Catherine D'Amici. And she thought it was the best cookie she ever had. There's only 3 ingredients: sugar, egg whites, and either ground flour or usually ground coconut. The coconut macaroon. I had to look it up because there's 1 O in macaron. There's 2 O's in macaroon. Those are 2 things. The other macaron is the French cookie with its like the little sandwich cookies. So, and that's your day of history.
Here's a shot at the buzzer.
Strike 3 call. What a catch. Touchdown.
Time now for sports with Mama Manning.
Good morning. Good morning. I like that intro. All right. Today we have softball facing off at home at 4 p.m. against Plainville.
Okay.
Another state game. Then we have tomorrow Woodland hosting Waterford at home, 2 p.m. for boys baseball. Let's go.
Nice.
Good luck, all athletes.
Here we go, baseball.
And game 5 last night.
Game 5 last night. That was I don't know. It was Luca had 20 points in the first quarter, and I think the Wolves had 19 combined.
It was
And
ugly.
Yeah, and I think weren't they winning by 20 points?
Yes, at the half. The 5 beat the 3, of course. 124-103. Kyrie and Luca had 36 each.
Yeah, 72 points. Only the second duo to do that, to have 30 points together.
Since the Splash Brothers.
The Splash Brothers.
And Luca was named the MVP.
Yeah.
And it was an interesting series because, the Wolves were the number 1 defense in the league. They had nothing last night. Nothing.
God, look like kids last night.
Luca was double teamed, triple teamed, and shooting over them. He's shooting threes, popping threes.
Yeah, he was unconscious.
Unbelievable.
And they were making a point on the Scott Van Pelt show after that. He goes, the net wasn't even moving.
No.
So like he was hitting it so accurately, it was just dropping right through the center.
And you know what? He was bleeding through the bandages.
It's like the Kurt Schilling
Yes,
moment.
Kurt
Oh my
Schilling
God.
from
Yeah.
tennis, remember?
Yeah. Oh,
Remember I had those bandages and I was
Yes.
bleeding through them for our finals?
that's right.
Yeah.
You hung in there.
I hung in there. It hurt, baby, but I took one for the team.
I thought you were talking about The Natural.
Oh no,
The amazing 1980s
2004
baseball movie.
Kurt Schilling on the mound, the bloody sock. Anyway,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Good luck, all athletes. And of course, the Mavs will be against
the Celtics.
the Celtics.
What do you
and
think?
Celtics in 6.
Celtics in 6. All right, good call. Good
Yeah.
call. Should be a good matchup. I think they're going to be. It's going to be a good game. If anything we've seen of these teams that have been playing, they're going to. But I think the Celtics will be able to pull it off. I think there's
Well, the
just a
Celtics-
little bit
Celtics
more on
are
that team.
5. Mavs are 2. So you got 5
Yeah,
against 2
2, yeah.
superstars.
Right.
That's a tough matchup.
It's a great point that the
Yeah.
Mavs, it's going to be who plays better off the bench.
Off the bench.
Who are those other answers
Yeah.
besides Luca and Kyrie?
Yeah.
Those guys are going to make the difference.
Lively went down again. Another head injury.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And Luca went down. I thought the building was going to collapse. Did you hear the thud?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. It was ugly.
Well,
But anyway.
they
it
weren't
does-
called for illegal screens. So.
Yeah.
Well,
We
that's,
have those in my classroom, but that's another story.
that's a lot of sports this morning.
Yeah, a lot of
that's
sports.
an exciting game.
And they don't play until June 6th.
Yeah. I'd
So
say
Celtics are still sleeping.
take a long time because they just start tomorrow.
Got it.
And that's the sports with Mama Manning.
And now, with the latest headlines. Over to the news desk with Tomlin.
Morning. Couple top stories start today. First off, Houthi rebels say at least 16 have been killed, 35 others wounded in a joint U.S.-British airstrike in Yemen. This comes as the war in Yemen enters its 6th year? I have to double check that one, actually. South Africa is heading for a coalition country as election results have come in, showing the ANC for the first time since 1994 has not achieved 50% or more in the elections. With 6% of the results in, the ANC, the ruling party, is set to receive 42% of the vote. Democratic Alliance is second, 23%. New party, MK, led by ex-president Jacob Zuma, has done very well in this heartland of KwaZulu-Natal. Nationally, the MK party has 12% of the vote and is currently third overall. So this is a major breaking story. Like I said, the ruling party, the ANC, has always dominated since Nelson Mandela and the end of apartheid. All right, let's see what's going on. What else is going on in the world? Moving to important news. New rumors are circling around the cancellation of the new Jedi Order movie.
What?
Bob Iger supposedly has come out and we have 3 sources reporting that the brand new Rey Skywalker-led new Jedi Order movie is canceled.
Really?
That we have 3 sources saying that.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. I thought she was just in an
Funding?
interview talking about how she
I-
was going to be starring in her fourth.
Perhaps much like the X-Wing movie, and the trilogy by the Game of Thrones guys and the Rian Johnson trilogy. Maybe they're all just in really deep development.
I don't know.
For those of you not paying attention to news, last night, former President Donald Trump was convicted on 34 felony counts by the state of New York. This marks the end of a former president's historic hush money trial. And sentencing is set for July 11th. Picking up a story from yesterday, the spelling bee, who watched it?
I watched
now,
it.
See?
I caught the finals. I was just flipping around because the basketball game had gotten kind of lopsided. So I flipped over and caught the finals.
This was the second ever spell off in the 96-year history of the competition. In the spell off, the ultimate winner spelled 29 words correctly, whereas their opponent scored 20 correctly.
Yeah, Bruhat versus Faison.
Correct.
These guys were getting like some crazy words, and they were spelling them like.
Okay, was
rattling
there
them
a
off.
word that stumped you?
Yeah, all of them.
Okay.
Hoofdorp was the one that took Bruhat into the finals. Hoofdorp. Do you want to take any?
Hoofdorf?
Dorp.
Hoofdorp.
Yes.
Isn't that a derogatory term from the 80s?
Sounds like
No.
German.
No, I think it was my old principal.
Hoofdorf.
PF.
Bing! I'd have to ring the bell because they don't do a buzzer; they do a bell.
Oh.
HOOFDDORP, and he got it.
And what does it mean?
It has to do with a commune. It's about a
Oh.
commune because they ask what's it, the word
Word
of
of origin.
origin and all that stuff.
Definition.
whatever.
I
Yeah.
do love.
And he got it right down to the last minute. He only had like a couple seconds left, and he just went boom.
I love all the questions they ask. Like what is the etymology of this? Where does it originate? Like,
Can you use it in a sentence?
Can I shingle my house with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would my high school teacher know this word?
No, I wouldn't have known just about the last ones when they were just firing them off. I wish they had the list.
They were
of
just,
what
they
it
were
was.
just making them up at that point.
I think they make them up.
It really could have been just a made up list of words. But no, and he's in 6th grade, or was he the something? I think he's in 6th grade.
The ultimate winner was
How old?
14.
14.
No, 12. 12.
He's
12.
12. He's grade 6.
Seven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
6,
12
7.
versus
Yeah.
12.
12 versus 12. So at what age do you age out of spelling bee? 13, 14?
8th grade, I think.
8th grade? It's middle school?
So we can no longer compete. Is what
I've
heard.
tried.
Well, we should have a spelling bee. Next year on For the Morning Show, we should have a spelling bee component
There you go.
to it.
I love it.
It'll be
There you
one
go.
of
I've
our...
hosted those.
The opening word is
perfect.
Hoofdorf. I'm sorry, you can't pay.
We'll knock all the
Cerulean.
contestants out on day one.
I have two more top stories for you. Number one, Biden administration is allowing Ukraine to use U.S. weapons to hit some targets in Russia. This comes after the U.S. and Western allies had a long prohibition of Ukraine using its weapons to hit targets in Russia. Ukraine has been complaining for the past several months. A, the delayed in receiving arms. B, now they are watching Russian soldiers form up and deploy, but they can't do anything because they have not yet crossed the border. So they've received permission in certain zones that they can strike into Russia at some of these attacks before they actually get to the Ukrainian lines. And then the last story, this is a story that's been going on now for at least the past 10 years, is thousands of people have taken part in protests across New Zealand. Anger over what says the government's dismantling of Maori rights. The native Maoris, the native inhabitants of New Zealand before the age of imperialism, they have been on a continued quest for equality and rights within New Zealand, and ebbs and flows, ups and downs, but there's a continued struggle. Reactionary governments feel that they're receiving too many rights. The Maori themselves claim that they rightfully do deserve more equal protection under the law. So
How can you have too many rights?
I don't know.
Because you have too many lefts.
See, that's the best part of the show.
Oh, thank you.
That's the news.
I almost thought he was going to tag out. I was going to say, I didn't know what's going on.
Do I hear my music?
But we do want a little update on what's going to happen today with the ice cream social. We did have someone here for a moment.
Treasurer-elect
She
Colette
melted.
Hammond.
She melted.
She is out with the rest of the incoming executive cabinet, bringing in the sprinkles and the syrup and the bowls and the spoons,
Oh my.
napkins, and all of the other accoutrement that goes into this. It's a really exciting day for us at Woodland and for the WSG. This event has been going on easily 15 years. One of the really cool things about it is this is for us not only a way to give back and sort of end the year on a high note and just sort of give back to everybody, but it is also the first opportunity for the new executives to
Watch
come
the
in and work
bottom.
together as
Watch the
a
bottom.
team. So all of the newly elected individuals they'll be installed on Monday at Inauguration Day, but they've been working behind the scenes, sort of transitioning over, and this is their opportunity for the first time to step into these roles with the current officers behind them to support them and give them any
Well, I was
aid.
just going to ask. So if they've never done it before, how would they know to do it?
Well,
So
this
it's the
is
outgoing has
pass the
helping
torch and they give all the contact information and they tell the incoming people what to do and they support them as needed, but this is their opportunity to step out and begin their term.
Where's the ice cream from for this year?
I believe it's from our same source that we've been using the last couple of years, which seemed very exciting. One of the new things that we're excited about is that we did a poll and using ranked choice voting, there's a couple of new flavors and toppings that'll be available.
Oh,
So-
do we going to give us a list of what flavors and toppings are available? Okay.
Oh,
All I'm
boy.
gonna
I thought we had
say-
a scoop here.
No,
I thought we were going to have a dish.
This just in.
All I'm going to say is it was really exciting, the amount of student feedback and the choices, and we're definitely, I mean, the event started with vanilla.
Yeah.
Everyone got vanilla, if you liked it or not. Then we added chocolate. But this year we're introducing a new flavor, so it's really exciting.
All right.
Something Woodland related?
Woodland decided it, so
Yeah, but the name.
It's got to, I guess it's got to be strawberry.
I'm not-
what is the other-
Strawberry?
I'm not really good at
Well,
coming
because
up
I'm
with
thinking
fake
of
names.
spoon
Can't have
money,
nuts.
which is
Too many allergies. Something sweet.
Rocky Road.
Je ne sais pas.
Woody Road?
Rocky Road.
Woody Road?
She's trying to
Woody
make
Road?
it Woodland-esque.
Oh, come on. It's a Friday.
Yeah, it is a Friday and our last Friday. 2 more shows to go
There we go.
before we take it into the 24-25 year. And it's been a good year for us here on the show. We've got a lot done. This is our 65th official episode. We only started in February.
So 10 more and we have a morning party. Start firing off
Ice cream?
celebrations.
Yeah, I think we have an ice cream party later.
Woohoo!
So-
It might have freezer burn by the time we get to our 10th one, but I could leave a case in the freezer. If
I
there's
think
any
it'd be
left.
worth it. I think it'd be worth it. Ice cream for breakfast.
Freezer burn ice cream for
If you're not around to get your ice cream, make sure you head out to your local dairy shop and find some ice cream yourself so you can celebrate right along with us here at
Dairy
Woodland
shop.
High School. Dairy shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call them because some are farms and some are just like Carvel is
It's an ice cream parlor. I believe.
ice cream parlor. Well, the farm isn't an ice cream parlor, is it?
Oh.
I don't know. But that's our show for the morning. And don't forget to listen to us every day and find us on Spotify, all you new listeners that we're seeing out there. And on behalf of the show, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional. We're knocking down the door.
Every morning at 7 a.m.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram too. We're streaming on Spotify. We're reaching out to you. Join the Morning Mayhem crew.
Knocking down the door.